All right, guys. Bitcoin looking good today, back up to 43,000 or back up over 43,000. Altcoins up pretty nice too. Solana back over $100, which is absolutely insane. XRP back to 53 cents. Cardano back over 50 cents, pushing 51 cents. So your altcoins are bouncing back pretty good, essentially just following Bitcoin. Dogecoin's been under 8 cents for the last couple weeks. Now we're back over 8 cents. Cardano pushing $70, not quite there yet. VeChain still under 3 cents. VeChain always pumps last. So if this continues, I do expect VeChain to be over 3 cents. Let's see where Theta is. Theta at $1.02, so at least Theta's over $1. So everything's looking pretty good today. Let's see what's going on. Over the weekend we had that attack on U.S. military personnel. We lost 3, and I guess they're trying to figure out what kind of retaliation to do. But with Biden and Kamala Harris, I mean, it's going to be a complete clusterfuck. Rand kind of said it best that if these terrorists are going to attack the United States or get into an escalation of war, now's probably the best time to do it, because once Trump gets into office, it's going to be like no nonsense. So that's probably why you're seeing all this stuff right now.
US leadership. And they're saying if ever we were going to get into a war with the US, now is the best time. Because you've got Biden. Biden is, he's pretty incoherent. The guy can't even string a sentence together, let alone he's not a leader that anybody's going to fear. You got Kamala Harris. I don't know. Has anybody seen Kamala Harris since her term started? I haven't seen Kamala at all. And a lot of people are asking, how is the US actually going to respond to the attack which they're blaming on Iran? They're blaming this whole attack on Iran, even though it happened in Jordan. So it says a drone strike kills 3 US soldiers and injures dozens. Biden has confirmed it was Iranian linked. You got very, very, very hard senators saying, look, hit Iran hard, hit Iran hard, and let's start a war with Iran. That's what they want. But the reality is that, and it's not only him, it's John Cornyn. It's let's hit Iran. But the reality is that I think I'm in the same camp here as David Sachs, where he says it feels good to be in the moment for hotheads to call for the retaliation, but we have to think through this for a second. The US only has about 4,000 Tomahawk missiles in its inventory. We can do about a week of shock and awe. Then what? We're going to send in ground troops. Iran's territory is vast. Its forces are decentralized. And now you could be roping China and Russia into the war. So he's kind of saying, look.
So that's very interesting. And I guess the only reason I'm even bringing it up is because, of course, it could affect the markets, which I don't think it will all that much. But, this is why I always say there's really no reason for the United States to even be over there. So we're not putting ourselves in this situation. Essentially, if we go to a war with Iran, the USA, we're also going to be at war with Russia and China, and that's not going to be a pretty sight. So I think we can pretty much say when Donald Trump gets reelected, and I do expect him to get reelected, he's going to have a lot of cleaning up to do. To put mildly, just hopefully Biden doesn't completely get us into World War III by that time. Also seeing this article, the stock market rally is showing signs of exhaustion according to multiple chart analysts. I think so too. Look, the stock market can't go up forever. The housing market can't go up forever. I'm actually involved in selling a rental property right now, and you're starting to see that prices really are starting to come down. Not too much. I don't think real estate's going to crash too much, but I think there's definitely going to be at least a 5 or 10% pullback in real estate. But the stock market's due for a big correction. I really just hope it doesn't happen until after this crypto bull run. Hopefully it doesn't happen until next year, but the pullback could certainly start in the next couple months. There's no way stock market can go up forever. Here's a funny story, and this story goes to why you should not sell any of your crypto until we get into the bull market. It's very tempting to sell crypto in the bear market, especially when prices are going down. And I made a video yesterday that even smart people make these mistakes. Well, here's Elon Musk. I don't think anybody's smarter than Elon Musk that I can think of. Tesla missed out on $300 million in profit after it sold Bitcoin. Elon Musk Auto Company has liquidated 70% of its Bitcoin portfolio to date, yet exhibits caution in letting go of the remaining holdings. Tesla initial foray into Bitcoin began in February 2021 with a groundbreaking 1.5 billion investment. At the time, Bitcoin price was around 36,000. Since the first reported Bitcoin balance of February 2021, Tesla stock price is down roughly 40% against Bitcoin. However, in a surprising turn, Tesla sold about 10% of its holdings in March 2021. Then in the second quarter of 2022, the company sold 75% of its Bitcoin reserve. I didn't know they sold that much. That's insane. That was like the worst time to sell, right? Because that was like 2020. Yeah, wasn't that like when all the FTX stuff was happening? As Tesla CEO Elon Musk noted, these sales intended to demonstrate Bitcoin's liquidity, and to bolster Tesla balance sheet during uncertain periods. Had Tesla retained its entire Bitcoin investment, the company could have hypothetically profited over 300 million, considering the current value of Bitcoin is 41,500. Actually, we're at 43,000 right now. So I guess this article is from yesterday. But Tesla still holds 9,720 Bitcoin, worth 385 million, and did not sell any in Q4 of 2023. Okay, Elon, please do not sell any more of your Bitcoin and until at least the end of the summer, please, at least going into next year. Let's use some common sense here. So that is funny, but it goes to show, like, it doesn't matter how smart you are. That's why I always say, like, with Bitcoin, all you have to do is follow the 4-year cycles. Smart people, dumb people, people in between, whenever you try to do something that's outside of the 4-year cycles, you end up looking at like a buffoon in the coming years. And that's why, for me, all I do is follow the 4-year cycles, and we'll see what happens. A little bit of Cardano news. Cardano is actually pumping pretty good today. Here's the potential timeline for Cardano to hit 351, 703, and 1040. Like most altcoins, the price of Cardano has underperformed since the start of 2024 from its yearly opening of around 0.6. ADA has dropped to 0.48 at the time of writing, or at 0.51 now. The decline means that altcoins have roughly lost 20% of its value in the past month. Yeah, but we're coming back up. Nonetheless, the short-term price action does not reflect Cardano's potential in the future. Possible timeline for Cardano to hit all-time highs. Many analysts predict that the widely expected crypto bull market over the next 24 months will send Bitcoin into six-figure price range. Changing anticipates a similar outcome for Cardano, with a bull run sending Cardano back above $1 towards the end of 2025. Bullshit. So I completely agree. I completely disagree with this timeline, guys. By the end of 2025, we're going to be in full-blown bear market, and I'm almost guaranteed on that one. Cardano will be over $1 probably by going into the summer, maybe even in the next couple months. Cardano might even be over $1 by the time we get to the halving. We could be over $1 by this time next month. This is talking the end of 2025. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's full-blown bear market at that point. So I agree. I completely disagree with the timeline on this article, although they are calling for a $7 Cardano, which I completely think is going to happen by the end of the summer, not by 2025 or 2026, whatever they're talking about. All right, let's see what else is going on. You know how much I hate electric cars. Like, I found this video. Here's another reason I would never want an electric car. I never realized this. We all know, like, an electric car battery can't get wet, but look what happens when your electric car battery gets wet.
It's a regular Energizer lithium battery, and what's inside of it honestly kind of scares me. Just for fun, though, I'm gonna open it up, and I've already made a little cut in the outer shell. Opening batteries like this is dangerous, and it's almost always a huge pain, but I was eventually able to pop off its shell. Now I can unroll its insides and reveal the thing that scares me. It honestly doesn't look like much, but it's a bunch of lithium metal, and it's extremely reactive. The metal itself technically isn't what scares me, though, and it's what can happen if it's added to water. Normally, it just fizzles a bunch, and maybe lights on fire. In this foil form from the battery, though,
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of electric cars. I had to throw that in there. I was watching this video, but man, can you imagine your battery in your electric car is like 30 times the size of that battery. Not more than that, probably 1,000 times the size of that battery. So this is why I don't trust electric vehicles, and that's why sales are down 60, 70%. All right, what else did I want to talk about? Saw this article. Anthony Scaramucci predicts Bitcoin to hit at least $170,000 post-halving. Scaramucci also praised BlackRock CEO Larry Fink for doing his homework on Bitcoin and changing his mind on the asset. I don't think we're getting that high for Bitcoin. You know, whenever I see these really high Bitcoin price predictions, you know, it's always in the back of my mind we could hit it, but people are always wrong. In 2017, when I first got into crypto, right as Bitcoin was hitting $20,000, everybody thought Bitcoin was going to $50,000. And of course, we hit $20,000 and then we went all the way down to $3,000. Last bull market, 2021, 2022, everybody again thought Bitcoin was going to $100,000. And once Bitcoin hit $67,000, it was like a sure thing. I'm telling you, every single YouTuber, not one, even guys that were overall usually bearish, like Data Dash, they're all calling for $100,000 Bitcoin. What happens? Bitcoin hits $67,000, and then we go deep into the bear market. That was the top. So now, if you've noticed, this bull market that we're going into right now, everybody and their mother and their brother is calling for between $170,000 and a $250,000 Bitcoin. And I have not seen anybody make a level-headed prediction of 100 and 120,000, which is pretty much my prediction. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin only gets to $100,000. Maybe we get to like 105 and then we dump. I think it's possible we get to 120, 130, maybe, like best case scenario. But I can tell you right now, I'm not holding out for that. I'm going to be like 70, 80% of the market when we hit $100,000. And I think these guys are too. So I think what these big players do is they make these overly bullish price predictions to get everybody hyped up. And that allows them ample amount of time to get out of the market. I wouldn't be surprised if he's pretty much completely out of the market at like a $90,000, $95,000 Bitcoin. You know, I hope we go that high. I really do. But I really don't think, I think Bitcoin has maybe like a 2x in it right now, which will bring it up to like $110,000, $120,000. And you have to understand the amount of selling pressure we're going to get on Bitcoin once it hits $100,000. It's like that magic number in a lot of people's minds. I think the dump is going to be epic after 100. Maybe we'll push back up, you know, in a month after that dump. But, you know, I just don't think we're going to get that high. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, January will probably be boring. Not too much going on. But interestingly, we went up all the way up to 48, 49,000, dumped all the way to 38. Now we're back up to 43. So you got to love this volatility. Overall, your altcoins are pretty much bouncing back. You know, I watched a lot of YouTube videos today, this morning. They're all overly bearish, talking about how there's one more big dump ahead of us, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we go back down to 38,000, because I do think we're going to be between 38 and 48, or excuse me, 38 and 48, leading up to the halving. But everything seems really healthy to me. The only thing I can see bringing Bitcoin down really badly right now is if the overall stock market crashes or we get some crazy black swan event. But even if we do get that, it's only going to be temporary, and it's only going to just be a buying opportunity. But hey, guys, I mean, look, Friday we were at like $39,000 Bitcoin. Now we're almost at 43. I have no idea why we're pumping right now. But that's Bitcoin. I mean, Cardano is back over 50 cents, almost at 51. XRP 53. I mean, like I said, Solana back over 100. How can you complain about this price action? It's absolutely insane. Anyway, guys, that's it. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.